It probably came from the mind of this man. Please welcome one of my favorite authors on the planet. His new book is called The Institute. Please welcome Stephen King.
Boy, that's nice, huh?
Yeah. It is nice, right?
But see, the thing is, man, so many people, I got to them when they were kids, you know, and now they're mine forever.
Actually, I'm one of those people.
You are.
I've been yours forever for the longest time, and now I'm actually getting to do something I meant to do 30 years ago.
Go ahead, tell it.
30 years ago. The Stand is being made for CBS for their All Access limited event series. And I'm in it. And it's a really big deal for me because I play Mother Abigail, who is kind of the best of us, what's within us. And I'm the good, shockingly, not, you know. And I just want to thank you because every time I see him, I say, if they ever do it again, you know, I promise I'll do it this time. Because I desperately wanted to do it. And so our friend Josh Boone has written the script and along with you. And I'm getting to do it. And I hear you're rewriting some of the ending. Is that true?
Yeah, I've had an idea for the ending of The Stand for a long time. I was never really totally happy with the way it ended.
Wow.
Because the main characters, Stu and Fran, never talked about what happened to them after they left Boulder, Colorado, where the thing ends. And I always wondered about their trip back. And I had an idea. Josh came to me and said, would you be interested in writing, you know, a button episode for this thing? And I said, well, since you got Whoopi, you can get me. And I got to tell you, I saw your makeup test. You know, Mother Abigail is 106 years old, and
I forgot to tell you
the
that.
makeup there, you didn't look a day over 103. It was great.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, I can't wait to. We saw her getting.
We've got a lot of good people involved, and my son Owen wrote some of the scripts for it, and it's a terrific. The nice thing about, you know, on demand is that you can kind of let it all hang out. You can do a lot more of what we couldn't do for ABC all those years ago. It's pretty cool.
And I just want to say, I want to thank ABC because they're allowing me the time to go make the movie.
Yes.
So I just wanted to say thanks, ABC.
I love you like everyone else in the world does. You're one of the great geniuses of all time. I have read The Shining more times than I could possibly tell you. And now that I have you in front of me, I know this. You've probably been asked this like a million times. How does someone come up with an idea like The Shining? Because it's truly incredible.
It's terrifying.
And petrifying.
Yeah.
That was the first time that my wife and I ever had like a weekend off from the kids. The kids were really young. We were living in Boulder, Colorado. I was working on The Stand at that time. And we had Tab's younger sister with us. And she said, go on, take the weekend, just go west, stop somewhere. And we ended up stopping at a place called the Stanley Hotel. It was their last day of the season. Everybody was leaving and nobody was coming in.
Creepy.
And we said, can we check in? And the guy said, you can check in if you can pay cash. We sent all our credit receipts back to Denver. And I happened to have the cash in my wallet. Things were a lot cheaper then.
Right.
We were the only people in that hotel, and the wind was whistling outside. The rooms were all empty.
That's eerie.
That eerie's what I do.
Perfectly fitting.
So I got the idea for that thing. I got lost in some of the corridors. And
you saw two little freaky girls like that?
Are you looking forward to the sequel, Dr. Sleep?
Yeah, yeah, I've seen it, actually. It's a terrific, terrific movie. It was done by Mike Flanagan, who did a Netflix picture based on my book, Gerald's Game. And, yeah, he did a good job with this. He did a good job with this. He's taken a lot of the elements from the Kubrick film, which I wasn't crazy about. It sort of warmed him up.
Right.
So it was good,
Right.
yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm excited for this one, too.
You are scaring us all again in your new book, The Institute. I only read your books when it's light out. It's about a group of children, as people are nodding, with supernatural abilities who are abducted by a mysterious organization. But as you were finishing it over the summer, it started to parallel real-life events. I'm afraid to even ask, but how so?
Well, when I started this book, I just wanted to write a story about defenseless children who were locked up and had to kind of band together in order to fight these cruel adults that are performing tests on them. I was thinking a little bit about the CIA experiments in the early 50s, and I was also thinking about the horrible experiments that were performed on people in the camps during World War II.
Right.
And, you know, the thing is, like, you write, and I try to keep my politics separate from the stuff that I write, the stories, because I think people like story. People want story, and, you know, if they want the news, they want the, you know, the stuff they can go on and get on MSNBC, or they can go on Fox or whatever. But sometimes life comes along and imitates art instead of the other way around. And as I was rewriting this book, all at once, I find out we're locking little kids up in cages on the border. And I'm thinking to myself, this is like my book.
Wow. Wow.
So,
Well,
1984, George Orwell.
yeah,
It's
it
coming
all
true
it's all
every
happening.
day.
yeah, it
Well,
seems like it is.
I'm the resident scaredy cat
I
at
heard
the
that.
table.
Actually, I heard that.
Yeah. And 2 Halloweens ago, the producers thought it would be really funny. It's not, by the way, everyone. To get Pennywise, the terrifying clown, thank you, Stephen King, from your novel, It. No, no, no! Okay. To jump out and try to scare me to death all over the studio. Take a look at what they did to me. That video that you just saw was taken on my birthday.
No way!
Brian. Who does that to people?
This show. We enjoy
Well, I
show.
do, for one.
Yes, you do.
And
I love
so
The
well,
Stand.
too.
I love The Stand. That's actually one of my favorite books.
Well,
but
thank you.
Well, wait till you see what I'm going to do to you.
I
No,
can't
I'm
wait.
kidding. You know what? It's never long enough to hang out with you. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for the scary clown that pops up.
There's
With
no
me.
clown.
Don't worry.
I'm just saying thanks to Stephen King. You know what, y'all? You're so good. You're such a great audience. You're all getting a copy of Stephen